Okay, here's a quick strength class for you. A great way to show your body love is by helping it get stronger. I have Pauline here helping me. And weights are very optional for what you want to use. Pauline's using a set of 8s and a set of 15s, which is definitely going on the heavier side. I'm just doing regular daily method weights. I have a 3 pound and a 5 pound. If all you have is 3 pounds, you can still do this. So much of this is about alignment and form that will help you get stronger regardless of the set of weights. I'm doing this class without music because I want you to really be able to listen to your body and not try to go on tempo. So we're just going to keep it nice and slow so you can get strong mindfully. All right, let's start with a warm up. With your feet in parallel squat, take a great big deep breath in, lift up, and then exhale, grow a little taller as you press down. Inhale, find expansion in your body space, and exhale, press. One more time, inhale. This time, bring your arms forward. And as you do this, draw the arm bones back, draw the skull line back, and sit a little lower. Your spine is completely in neutral. We're going to stand up, bring our arms back, and then reach forward. Pick it up. Go reach and reach. So you're getting a lot of mobility here in your hips, in your shoulders, but you're focusing on a lot of stability for your pelvis and your spine. Keep going. Reach, reach. Forgot where I was going. There you go. I had a moment that I was worried that my mic wasn't on, and that's such a faux pas that happens sometimes, and it can ruin a really good workout. Go 4 more times. 2, 3. One more time. Nice. Take a breath in, lift up. Exhale, dive your heart forward. Let your body hang for a moment so you get that nice back body length. And then open out your heart and walk out and find a straight arm, straight leg plank. Finding that energy of spreading your fingers wide, feeling the shoulder blades energize down your back. A nice hold here, adding in some breath. So as you inhale, find length and space in your body. As you exhale, hug everything in a little tighter. Feel the heels press back, the head lift, and then just to find a little oblique strength, start dropping your right hip and come center. Left hip, come center, right. So I love the way Pauline is demonstrating this. Total stability in the rest of the body. Her ankles aren't moving at all. Her shoulders aren't moving at all. She's just using her obliques to find that little side to side dip, tapping into the obliques and giving a little more warmth to the core to really set you up for stability for the rest of this workout. Let's do 3 more each side. You started right and left. Go right and left. One more time. Right and left. Come center. Shift your body way forward and very slowly take your time to come down onto your abdominals. Wouldn't be a proper warm out without a little spinal extension. Take your arms over your head into a V. So it's almost like you're making a big capital X with your body. And then lift your right arm and your left leg. Feel both hips root down and lift the arm and leg up and hold, up and hold. You want to feel the arm lifting from where the shoulder blade inserts onto the rib cage. You want to feel the lift of the leg from the seat, and then a lot of stability of the low back by pulling up with your abdominals. This is 3, 2, and set it down. Go ahead and switch sides. Sometimes having your arms overhead, just go lift and hold, is a lot for people's necks, especially in a prone position. So you're always welcome to take your arm out at a little angle or even bend it a little bit if that gives you a little more support for keeping that integration. Neck is nice and long. Go 4, 3, 2. Now last one, lift the other leg, the other arm. Hug the arms into the side body. Squeeze them in nice and tight. Lift the legs as high as you can and start tapping inner thighs. Go in, 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 in. 10 more times. Really think inner thigh. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5, 3, 2. Hold it here. Find a little more length, a little more height, and release it down. Beautiful. Find a quick child's pose to counteract that and give a little breath into your low back. Release anything that just got a little too tense during that, and then roll up through your spine. So we're going to start with your lighter weights, your arm weights, and come sit at the very front of the mat. Just a quick check-in for a seated neutral spine. Widen your sits bones, hands behind your thighs, sit up nice and tall. Find that length, that space, And this is what you want to go to when you lie down on your back. So grab your lighter weights, hold them towards your chest, and just tip under. Take your time and lie down. Take your arms straight up to the sky. Feet are flat on the ground to start, and just allow yourself to settle your spine into neutral. We're going to start with triceps. So you're going to bend your elbows so that the weights come right by your ears, elbows stay over your shoulders and straighten. We're going to do 4 of these. Notice the ribs rooting into the ground, the navel rooting into the spine. Now you've got that. Lift your heels up. Add a little more weight to the core. 4 more. Try not to let the upper arms move. Resist the bend a little bit so you're keeping the back of the arms really active. And now this time, lift your legs up. Find the back rooting down. You can maybe move the thighs away from you a little bit. 4 more here. Now, if the weights you have get to be too heavy at one point, you could always set one down and hold one with both hands. Now we're going to do one more set of 4. So straighten your legs out, squeeze your inner thighs, feel the back body root down. And then remember, if you're having a hard time stabilizing the core, you can always back up and do the one prior. Last one. Nice. And set the weights down. Hug your knees into your chest, rock to come up. Swing your legs around and come onto your knees. Same weights. Bring the arms forward. We're going to come into bicep curls here. So you're going to curl the weight and reach them straight. The weights are slightly forward of you. Your shins are rooted down, inner thighs engaged. Now, if you want more, we're going to do about 16 of these too. Just lean your body back. Add in a little bit of quadricep work as you work on the strength of the biceps. Notice that her arms are getting completely straight. And then there's this little energy when you're working with arm weights of drawing the arm bone up into the socket. So you're creating this really strong, stable, supportive joint at the shoulder joint. About 5 more. Did you count? Is that 11? 12. It's nice to have somebody else in the room that counts with me, especially when I don't have the music, because that helps me count more. 14, 15, and remember, you can always stop and do a few less if that's what's needed. All right, so she's going to set those weights down and come up in a lunge position. So hands to hips, step one leg forward, curl the back toes under, hinge your body forward, and stand up. Really important, you're going to pick up your heavier weights now. Finding a position where you can bend your knees, standing in front of your weights, grab your weights, and stand up with a neutral spine. So this is called Dailey lift. Your feet are hip distance apart. Your knees are slightly bent. Palms face you. Now, as you go down, you're keeping your neutral spine that we've already practiced in class, and you just want to glide the weights down the leg, let your focus come with you, and then lift up. So there's a soft bend in the knee, and that soft bend stays in the knee. There's a tendency to want to bend the knees a little bit more to go lower. It's not what it's about. It's about finding that length of your hamstring. So you may stop here and come back up. Your primary focus is keeping everything in the core stable and then really feeling that lift from the base of the seat. So when you're lifting up, you're feeling it here and you're feeling it here. And notice how she's doing a really great job of just kind of keeping the weight skimming on the thighs. That allows your hips to go back a little bit as you're doing this, so you can target the seat a little bit better. Nice. And the neck nice and long. Sometimes there's a tendency when we're going down to try to look forward. You want to let your gaze go with you as you go down and up. You counting on this one? I'm going to say that we're going to do 4 more. Soft bend in the knees. 2. Pauline's very strong, so she can definitely use the heavier weights. 3. One more time. Beautiful. Now take your feet a little wider, bend your knees to set those weights down, and come back down onto your mat for one more set of triceps. So this time we're going to go right into, these are your lighter weights, right into coming to the front of the mat, finding that lift up first, tipping under to roll down, arms up, find the back stable and neutral on the mat, and lift the legs up. So first, just stretch your right leg out. Squeeze the base of the right seat as you push the back body down. Bend your arms and stretch. We're going to do 8 with each leg. Squeeze the base of the lower leg seat so you're really finding stability. And then to even out the weight in the pelvis, you might feel like you want to press a little deeper into the outer edge of the left hip. 2 more times. 1 more, getting that beautiful core strength. As you strengthen your triceps, bring the right leg back, stretch the left leg out, squeeze it, and bend and stretch. Keep the right hip anchored down. Shoulders right over, elbows right over shoulders. And then this is your last one. All right, bring the weights down. Hug your knees into your chest and just rock to come up. Grab those same weights again. And this one, if you choose to do it without weights, you can always do it with just your hands behind your legs. So we're going from a high C, low C roll down with the weights, and it adds some bicep work in. So we're going to do doing biceps a little differently. So you reach the weights out as you go down. You pull them in as you come up. Now, it's not a huge range of motion. You want to go as low as you can, staying stable, and then come up a little bit from there. It's a really nice way to get mobility through the low back and really powerful strength for the rectus abdominis. Well, actually for all of the layers of muscles of the core, but the more superior ones are the ones that are getting a little stronger here. Forward, back, and in. This is one where I really like to have people focus on their wrist, because there's kind of a tendency in bicep curls when you extend the arms out for the wrist to go this way a little bit. You want to keep that fixed grip in the wrist. It's almost like there's a vice on your wrist and that's not moving as you go through and do this. You have about 4 more of these. Beautiful way to strengthen the abdominals, isn't it? I really love the load it puts on it. It makes me feel really powerful. And you look really powerful, Pauline. 2 more times. Go down and lift. 1 more. And lift it up. Set those weights down. Swing your legs around. We're going to come up out of that with that lunge again. So hands to hips. Step the other leg forward. Curl your toes under. Hinge forward. And stand up. Grab your weights for 1 more, and these are your heavier weights. And always be very conscientious the way you pick them up. Even if you're working with lighter weights, be conscientious. So it's something that you're really training your body to pick up things appropriately in alignment. So soft bend in the knees, down, and lift. Keeping the focus going with it. And chest nice and wide. Every time you lift up, really think. Engage seat and engage waist. You shouldn't feel any movement in the spine at all, and you shouldn't feel this in your low back. If you do start feeling this in your low back, that's your cue not to go as low. If you're not feeling it as much in your seat, that's your cue that you're probably bending your knees or not going low enough. This is one that I really like if you have the opportunity to do it in profile to a mirror, because then you can really watch your form and be confident that you're doing it right. It's hard when you don't have me in the room to help you. Let's do 4 more here. Excellent breathing. She's inhaling on the way down, exhaling on the way up. 1 more time. Beautiful. Okay, this time she's going to bend down and she's going to set 1 weight down. So we're going to go into a set of lunges at the bar and a set of rows. So you're going to start profile to your surface, and I like to be a little bit away from it because I think it helps that stabilizing side stay in alignment a little bit more. Slide the inside leg back, weights in the outside hand, arm is integrated, and you're going to bend that back knee straight down to the ground and then lift up. So this is with your heavier weight here, and it's a straight down, straight up. So the back knee goes towards the ground. Ideally, that front knee is staying right over the front heel. You want to feel like you're pulling the front hip back and pressing the back hip forward to keep that alignment of the hip point straight forward. Going to do 4 more of these. 2, 3. Now last one, stay down low. Hinge your body forward. Take the arm forward and you're going to do a row. And it's like you're sliding that weight along your thigh. Now, depending on what size weights you have, this might be heavy for you. I'm going to take us to 12, but you are welcome to stop at 6 or 8 or whatever your body's telling you to do. But try to bend the back knee a little bit more and keep focusing on that hip alignment nice. This pull is coming from the whole side of the back. So you want to really pull the shoulder blade back as you reach up. But notice how she's keeping the chest nice and wide as she reaches forward. I think that's 10, is that right? 2 more times. Beautiful. Now she's in this lunge position, so she's going to bend lower to put the weight down. And then she's going to turn and face the bar for a set of push-ups. So not using weights, but there is just definitely something about push-ups that helps make you feel really powerful and strong. And this is about really focusing on you, giving your body some love. What I do really appreciate about doing push-ups on a surface is that because you don't have as much load from gravity, you can get lower. Like generally, if you're doing it on a floor, I don't really want people to take their chest much lower than their elbows, especially women. But in a bar, you could take on your surface, you can take your chest all the way down to your surface. So you're actually creating a little bit more length as you create strength in the chest muscles, the pectoralis muscles. Noticing that the hands are right underneath the elbows at your lowest bend, so have the hands nice and wide. Just going to do 4 more here. Last one. And come to standing, turning and facing the other direction, picking up that one heavy weight again. Coming full arms distance from your surface. Inside leg goes back, shoulders over hips, straight down with that back knee, and straight up. I like to feel the front foot really wide, toes spread on the floor, but then make sure that I really have that energy of the back ball of the foot down on the ground. So that's helping with the lift too. This is 8. Feel that energy of pulling right hip back. Two more times. And last one. Nice. So this time as you go down, hinge your body forward, reach that arm forward, and pull the elbow back and reach it forward. So feeling like that angle of your front thigh bone is the angle of which you're pulling back with. Chest stays nice and wide. And then notice, it's definitely adding some more work in, but if you can bend that back knee a little bit more to get a little lower to the ground. A little easier when you have me poking your knee down in class than doing it yourself. And remember, if you have a heavy weight, you can always stop with a few less reps. Is that 9? 2 more times. And then again, she's in that perfect position to bend her knees and set the weight down. This time she's going to turn and face the center of the room and come down for a push-up in a plank position. Take your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Feel all 5 toes press into the ground. Hug the legs towards each other and shoulder taps. So just to get a little more strength for the lateral part of the arm, I really love the support that you need on that stabilizing arm. But also, this is tapping back into the core again. We like to make sure that we're really emphasizing our core on the majority of the exercises that we do. So you notice that your hips want to go side to side just a little bit. Don't let them. Keep hugging in, keep pulling in, or try to offset that. It's going to happen. Just 4 more times. Oh, she's getting her heart rate up. She's breathing. This is excellent. She's going faster, so it's done quicker. 1 more time. I know how to do that. And then pike into downward dog. Beautiful, Pauline. Make sure your feet are hip distance here. Give yourself a moment before we repeat that series. Breathe in. Exhale. And then walk your hands and feet towards each other. Do a deep bend in your knee again to pick up your one heavy weight. You're going to start with the lunge again. Full arms distance away. Step that back leg back, weight in the hand. This time you're going to come down. And when you come to standing, you're going to lift the knee up. So you're going to find a little bit more balance and a little bit more load in that front leg than you did the time before. And something I notice here a lot in these lunges is because you're adding that weight in your hand just to give your body more resistance and load as you're doing this. But sometimes this arm bone wants to kind of drop down. So you really want to make sure you're, yes, that was a beautiful demonstration of what not to do, which I don't usually like people to do what not to do, but I don't really think that that would hurt you to do that one little thing. Are you counting now? That was 8, great. So again, she's going to go to 12. You can always stop if you need to. This is the last one. And then she's going to step back and do the rows. Hinge forward and bend the back knee. Are you feeling like 12 is okay? Yep, okay. But as I said, she's strong. So it's okay when you're working with heavier weights if you do a few less and take a little bit more time of rest. Or just go down to a lower weight. And I promise you that even if you're using lower weights, you're going to be building beautiful strength all the way around your body with this workout. Try to bend the back knee down a little bit more. I'm going to actually turn the heat off for her because she looks like she's getting very warm. Got to take care of my models. Okay, that's it. All right, so go ahead and come up, set the weight down, turn and face the bar. We're going to do one more set here, but this time we're going to do triceps. So hands shoulder distance, just bend elbows to side and press back. And again, as you do this, it's like you want to feel like the arm is sliding by the side of the rib cage, so you're really hugging it in nice and tight as you move. Chest stays so wide, heart open, hands rooting down. Do 4 more. Last one. And this time I'm going to give you a little reprieve of just bringing your arms onto your elbows onto your surface, bringing the thumbs towards the spine and letting the heart melt down to find a nice little stretch through the triceps, through the chest. Take a deep breath in. And then as you lift up out of it, turn around, bend your knee, and grab your other weight. Full arms distance from the bar. Back leg is back, straight down, and this is the one that you come up to lift the knee and find that nice kind of setting yourself up for a balance. And then there is that energy of pulling right hip back or front hip back, pressing back hip forward. And then I love how, Pauline is actually tapping the floor with her knee, which is ambitious. Your goal is that you want to get down as low as you can, so you're really putting the muscle in the most lengthened position possible as you strengthen it. But not everybody quite has that gumption is the word. I don't know quite what the word is. I think this is 8. Great. You're almost done with this round, and then we have one more round to go. Let's do 2 more. And then on the last one, when you go back, just hold it, hinge your body forward, last set of rows. Chest is nice and wide. This is such a wonderful exercise to do for the back, for really strengthening the postural muscles. Osteoporosis, a lot of what happens is it happens in your spine. And so by doing back body work, really engaging the muscles that stabilize and support the spine, you can offset that. My goal is, my mom got very, very short towards the end of her life, and my goal is to try to stay as tall as I am. I've always not been quite tall enough in my mind, so I don't want to lose any of it. I want to hold on to it without having to wear heels. I think that that's 12. Yep, perfect. Bend your knee, set it down, and we have one more round to go. So we're going to bend our knees and pick up our lighter arm weight. And this, you should be nice, well, and practiced on balancing. Come to your profile to your surface, lift the inside leg up, take the outside arm to a goalpost. So it's a shoulder press. You're just going to press the arm up overhead and bring it back down. Now notice your hand on your surface. So you're giving yourself a little bit of balance there. I like to push down on that hand so it helps me stand up really tall. But there's also this tremendous balance of, benefit of balance, which is really helpful, especially as our bodies age, but also the standing leg, pushing the thigh bone back, squeezing the base of the seat. We're going to try to do 12 again of these. That's 9. 2 more times. 1 more. Now this time, when you come down, just bring the weight to your heart, bring your other hand, and just find a moment of balance, finding stability and support for 5, 4, 3, 2, set it down. Bend the knee to set that weight down, face your surface. Come to your full arms distance away, feet a little wider than your hips, angle your toes out to 11 and 1. So we're going to do a set of squats. I like doing it here first because you can really find the depth. So in squats, they're a wonderful exercise for building a lot of strength through the hips, through the glutes, through your pelvis. But finding that depth, again, when you can create a little bit more length and add the strength onto it, it's really, really supportive for longevity. So using the bar helps us get really low and then focus, total neutral spine up and down, but find a strong squeeze of the seat as you lift. You have 6 here. 5. 3, feel your weight in the pinky toe mounds and big toe mounds. And then the last one, press it up. Beautiful. Grab the light weight again. And then turn in profile. Lift the inside leg up. Take the outside arm out to goalpost and press up and down. Lift. Just to goalpost. Feel that strong supportive standing leg. Focus is straight in front of you. Think shoulder blade down as you press up. 2 more times. 1 more time. And bend it down. Bring the weight to your chest. Oh, stay there. We got to do the balance on this side. Press the straight standing leg back. Bring your hands to your chest and just hold it here. Breathe in. Exhale. And set the inside leg down. All right, so you have 1 more set of squats. This time you're going to bend your knees and pick up your 2 heavy weights. We're going to use it. So you want to get your feet in the same position. So feet a little wider than your hips, ankles turned out to 11 and 1, bring the weights forward of you. So the weights are going to work as a little bit of a counterbalance. As you bend down, the hips go back, the weights go forward just a little bit to help you sit lower. Okay, and so Pauline's going to do it with her weights at her chest because her weights are a little heavier. I like this, but you really have to keep your pelvis neutral. You're trying to get as low as you can and then lift up from there without anything moving through the low back. Feel the weight in all 4 corners of your feet. Neck stays nice and long. We're going to do 3 more. 2 more times. And last one. And bend your knees and set that weight on the ground. Beautiful. We're going to do one more thing, but we're going to do it a little differently. The shoulder exercise, you're going to come down, and this is called wood chopper, but I love it because it's such an amazing core exercise. So take your left leg forward of you, right shin is down. Take your weight to your right hip. You're going to keep your arms straight, but you're going to rotate and lift the weight up and bring it back down. Rotate, lift, and bring it back down. So it's a lot of core work. Arms are as straight as you can get them. Feel the back shin root down. And then I like to find sometimes a little bit of a lean towards the front leg. But really notice how you're turning the ribs, turning the ribs. Go 4. I love this because I really feel it in both shoulders, but you feel it in different ways. 2. And one more time. And then as you come down, switch sides. So now it's right leg forward, left back, left shin rooting down. Weight comes to left hip and you reach up. So notice how we're really keeping our arms straight and trying not to use momentum. This is one where you're going to feel like, oh my gosh, I want to throw that weight up and I want to drop it down. That's why I'm actually using a 3-pound weight for this one. I could probably go a little bit heavier, but I'm still feeling this amazing workout for my rotation of my core, for my oblique muscles, and for my shoulders. So every day is a little different. Using a lighter weight is still creating a very, very strong body. We've got 4 more here. 2, 3, one more time, 4, and bring it down. All right, coming around and sit down. Bring your legs forward of you. Widen your sits bones. Take a breath in, lift up, and then give yourself a forward fold. Chin towards chest, navel to spine. Feel a little bit of love for lengthening and strengthening the back body. And then as you roll up through your spine, bring your legs to a comfortable seated position. Right arm under left, fingertips up, elbows forward, shoulder blades down. Feel that stretch across the shoulders, across your upper back. And then switch sides, left under right. Fingertips up, elbows forward, shoulder blades down. Take a deep breath into the back body. I feel like I'm pushing my arms forward to help me get a little more space. And then as you come here, just one rotation right, lift up as you turn. One rotation left, lift up and turn. Come to the center, hands on your knees, eyes closed for just a moment. Notice that amazing energy that's running through your body. You are the one that created that. This is giving yourself love. This is taking care of yourself, your body, and your heart. Take one more deep breath in. Complete exhalation out. You can open your eyes and go have a fabulous rest of your day.